you want to be a streamer or engineer? I want to be happy, bro. Whatever can make me happy. Alright, we've got a lot to talk about. I don't remember the last time I was like nervous because I had to sit down and film a video, but here we are. Alright, talk with your chest. Mikey's so nervous, and for what? Alright. So, you read the title of the video. If you didn't already know, shortly after I moved recently, moving vlog soon, I took about over a month, break from streaming and content creation and social media and kind of just everything. And to be honest with you, I've been putting off talking about it, especially because I wanted to make sure that if I do talk about this, I go about it in the right way and I express myself properly. And for a long time, I just wasn't 100% sure about how I felt. I just had a lot of feelings. But my break has given me a lot of clarity, and so I figured maybe it's time to kind of open that can of worms. So let's talk about why I took a break, and we'll go in order of like least important to most important so that I can build up the courage. Of course, for starters, all the classic reasons that people take breaks: feeling burnt out or tired of reading the same annoying comments. I moved and I didn't realize, like, for the first couple weeks how much I had been putting off doing all the things I need to do to take care of myself. Decorating my new place, taking care of my stream room, which I'll show you guys soon. Even like finding grocery stores nearby that you like, getting into a good routine with a gym nearby that you like. Legit, like the basic human things I was not doing and I was very much putting on the back burner. If you didn't know, I started streaming as a hobby when I was 17. I'm so excited to stream forever. And then around 21, I started doing it full time. And I'm 26 now, so it's been like 8-9 years of putting myself out there. Hi everyone, welcome to my dorm video. And it's been a very, very fun ride, which I'm really grateful for, especially for you guys joining me on this ride. But I do also recognize that putting myself out there so much, especially streaming, it revolves around this constant feedback loop of people telling you what they think of you. From 7-second TikTok clips to 10-minute YouTube videos to 10-hour streams, and they all revolve around comments. What do people think of me? What are people reacting positively to? And obviously as humans, we kind of just rinse and repeat what people like. I feel like, especially as content creators, like whether we want to admit it or not, obviously we want people to like what we do. But I also feel like as an adult in their formative years, you're figuring out who you are, discovering yourself. And I feel like when I'm just constantly putting myself out there, I'm not taking the time to actually reflect or grow as an individual or think about what I like. Like for example, if people only reacted positively to when I wear my hair straight or when I take photos like this or when I do that, like you kind of just figure, oh, this is my job, I should just keep doing what performs or does well. But when your job becomes such a big part of your life, you don't realize the toll that takes on you as a person or how much that influences who you're becoming. And so if you've been following me for a while, you might have picked up on the fact that every 2 years or so, I just feel the need to freak off and disappear for a while. Because I feel like if I don't get to really like touch base with myself, think about, am I turning into the person that I want to be? Am I doing things for myself? Am I doing things for others or for the validation of others? To me, like that's just my self-check-in / grounding mechanism. So yeah, in summary, I think sometimes when you're like chronically online, or chronically outputting content, it's very easy to lose touch of who you are. I actually found a comic that I feel describes this really well, which I will insert here.
A friend once told me that creativity is like breathing. When you make stuff, you're exhaling, but you can't exhale forever. Eventually you have to breathe in, or you'll be dead. This is why I try to read a lot of books, spend time outdoors, and why I pivot from project to project. All of these things I consider breathing, and they make me better at what I do. They make me love my job. This is why I sometimes disappear for weeks or even months at a time. When I do this, I'm not abandoning my work or being lazy. I'm just trying to breathe.
And yeah, what I want for myself is to feel like I have that space and room to grow and evolve in the ways that I want to change, not in the ways that people want me to change or only in the ways that other people respond to. And I feel like it's really hard to do that when you're glued to a screen for 8 hours, just reading comments about what people think of you. Like if that's all I'm thinking about, I don't have time to think about what do I think of myself? What do I want from myself? What are the things that I'm interested in or want to explore? So I've been just doing a lot of searching for those things. I walk a lot. I love pottery recently. I'll show you guys some things I made. Really just doing basic shit. I like going to the farmer's market. Sometimes you just get so caught up in something, you're not really living your life fully. The most important part of this, and the thing that is also the most difficult for me to talk about, is honestly just coming to terms with my evolving content desires. And what I mean by that is I think my break really cemented within me this feeling I have to want to do a lot more than just streaming. I've played almost every large, trendy game, and I hope it doesn't sound big-headed of me to say, but nowadays when I see things on Twitch, it kind of feels like been there, done that. Like I'm not really excited or passionate about much, aside from like generally chatting, connecting with people. IRL streaming is always fun, and there will always be games that capture my heart here and there. I've been enjoying gaming more off stream than on stream, like just playing Switch games and enjoying it the same way that I did when I was young, like 10 or 8 or 14, prior to it being like my job. But all in all, it feels like I just don't really want to participate in the rat race that is streaming, to be honest. It's so hard for me to say this stuff. Because I feel, I don't know, I just have this fear that people are gonna be like, oh my god, I don't want to cry. Like it's not that deep, but it is, but it's not. But yeah, I just have this feeling that people might be disappointed in hearing these things. Yeah, essentially like when I wake up nowadays, I don't want to run to my PC and game for 8 hours straight. Like, yeah, of course, I still love my gaming sessions here and there, and I'm still a bit of a Valorant addict. Well, I guess just less addicted, I just enjoy it. It's just not at the same pace and frequency that I used to do. And it's not the same pace and frequency that I feel is expected of full-time streamers. Whether you guys realize it or not, there's such a pressure on streamers to follow every trend, to capitalize on viewership, to stream longer than the guy next to them or the guy that they share similar viewership with. Like it's just a hyper-competitive industry. But ultimately, the reason I say this is because I'm just at a point in my life where it doesn't feel creatively fulfilling to feed into that anymore. In the past, it was fine because like either the games I was really enjoying or something within streaming felt new to me. But right now, it feels like something that I still want to be a part of my arsenal. I just don't want to feel those same pressures that I kind of need to feel as a quote unquote full-time streamer. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, wait, you already diversify so much on different platforms. And you're right, I do, but I still feel like there's this pressure that people put on me, that I put on myself, that companies put on me, that contracts put on me, that makes me feel like Twitch has to be my bread and butter. Streaming and gaming has to be like the main thing that I do. And I think I just wanted to talk about it so I could mentally like remove that pressure and just feel free and happy to make whatever content I want to make at any time about anything, and use whatever mediums or platforms feel right for me to use in that moment, or however I want to share things with you guys. And it was a very nice realization to think like, well, hey, like if people have been following me this long, maybe they're just interested in what I have to say or my life. And I've already dabbled in so many kinds of content. Like maybe there's so many other things that we can explore together as long as I communicate that with you guys. Like maybe you'd be excited to go on that journey with me. So I guess this is my effort in doing that. Lastly, and frankly, I've just been enjoying my time exploring other platforms. Like, it's nice to just take a quick Insta story and share it and then continue to live my life. Or sit down for 10 minutes and film a little TikTok story time and upload it and then continue about my day. Like, it's nice to be a little more like light touch here and there. It's just, I feel like other platforms fit into my lifestyle nowadays a little bit better. And I think streaming and gaming still does fit in there. It just doesn't have to be everything. Also, I have the highest female demo on platforms like TikTok, and it's been so nice to bond and connect with people over things that aren't just gaming and streaming. And it's made me realize like, oh, that has been kind of restrictive in the past before, because there's still some of those communities in there, but it's just not as vast and large as it is on other platforms. I really hope that none of this sounds like me being like overly negative about streaming or gaming or whatever. Like, obviously that's the place that I came from and a community that I have so much love for. My heart yearns for more, and it yearns to explore more while still keeping that part of my identity. And I really hope you guys can be understanding of that. So here's the fun part of the video where I talk about what you can expect from me coming up. In regards to streaming, I don't know exactly what the frequency will be. It just feels surreal to say that because in the past like 5-6 years, I've had streaming schedules of 6 days per week, and then 5, and then 4. And now it feels really relieving to say like, I'll see you guys when I see you. But yeah, you'll see me across all platforms, especially like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You always see me on those. I just want to feel like I have the freedom to post wherever I want, whenever I want. Expect more vlogs, fit pics, fashion, beauty, traveling. I still love IRL streaming, and I want to plan more IRL trips because those feel so fun and fulfilling to me. And it's been weird. I don't know how much of this we're gonna cut out or leave in, but I have been like oddly emotional throughout this video, and I was not expecting that. Like, I knew I was nervous because I wanted to communicate this properly, but I wasn't expecting myself to be emotional. And I think the reason why that is because it's hard not to feel like it's like closing a chapter, but instead it's really just opening more doors, stepping into a new phase and chapter of my life, which will still not leave anything behind, like still incorporate gaming and streaming and all of these things, but still allows me to do much more, I hope. It's just, it's a little nostalgic, a little emotional, but hey, that's life. That's growing up. And it's been so cool that so many of you guys, oh my God, my voice is cracking. It's been so cool that so many of you guys have been able to like grow up alongside me. There are people who have watched me like throughout high school, throughout college or university or whatever. And it's cool that we get to celebrate milestones together sometimes. Like when you tell me, hey, I just graduated from this, landed my first job. And I think it's time I share these things with you guys too. I'm such a big baby, what the fuck? Yeah. Alright. I can't really tell in the viewfinder if I look red and stuff, so if I do, sorry. But yeah, it's just an emotional topic because I care a lot about my work. I care about you guys. I am really, really proud of everything I've accomplished. So here's to more, not to an end, but to new beginnings and all other cliche things. And yeah. Okay, bye.